由最优秀的采掘员来推进你的研发和创新。
GAC ERA concept is definitely what we want to do in the future. Achieving this powerful and simple design that meets the new requirements regarding clean technology and clean energy. So I'm Stéphane Janin. I'm the design director of GAC Advanced Design Studio in Milan. GAC ERA concept is a car that is envisioning what is the next phase for our brand. It is the next generation of SUVs that are very sustainable and that are very efficient. So the ERA concept actually is a very simple car, but what is outstanding is this proportion, and the silhouette is very streamlined. So you have this kind of very powerful, very solid, very protective, but at the same time it looks kind of light and efficient and streamlined. So I think the silhouette is one of the most important features on that car.
Our team was dedicated to the exterior design for that project. Very focused on being efficient, especially for the aero. It's more an overall feeling, like having a car that's very stately and pretty roomy and quite dynamic and like I said, and very sustainable in a way.
What was funny also somehow is that it's almost 24-hour, constant walking, because people from LA could walk and then you take over in Europe and then China takes over and so on.
Car or proposal for the exterior came from Milano, and we were then the winning proposal for the interior. I'm Pontus Fonteus and I'm leading the LA team. We had a brief that came from Fan Sam, which was Beauty of Tomorrow.
Our goal is to create a premium living space, and just kind of getting inspiration from like retro design from the 50s and 60s, bringing it to the modern times and see what that would look like.
We came up with this layout where we removed basically like a second row and moved the third row further back into second row, creating this kind of a open lounge kind of space that you can experience from this second row as a VIP.
A lot of modular functions as well, because sometimes also an engineered or a technical solution can be beautiful in its own. I think a good example is the center console that starts its life where it lives in the front row between the pilot and the co-pilot, and is the armrest for them. And then it kind of slides backwards and spread its wings, so to say, and suddenly it's a coffee or a game table for the rear occupants. And there's some beauty in this movement and how it's animated in the car. Not necessarily stylistic element, but just the engineering of it.
We've selected and curated the colors and materials in the interior space to give a sense of comfort, like a living room. We strongly believe that in the future it's essential to minimize the harmful substances for the people in the car and during the process of car development.
We have done it before. We did it within 146 because we have that in the back. And I think when you look at the ERA on the show stand and then the documentation picture and the car in real life, again, I think we succeeded with this, and we passed all of those things which should actually hinder us.
The great thing is that at least you make the best of all the studio at once. The GAC brand wants to be an international brand, wants to be global. So I think it represents also what we want to be.
广汽集团运用全球人才资源，强力的支撑万亿广汽的宏伟发展目标。而我们广汽研究院呢，也将持续的在前沿的技术和创新设计上面，为用户带来更多元、更环保、更精彩的出行技术和产品。